Hey mama, it is Celia from Bougie Mom Friends. If you are trying to find balance being an amazing mom while still trying to find time for you, you are in the right place. My co-host Cammy and I are here to talk about all of the things from trusting your instinct with your kids to carving out space for self-care and even indulging in a little pop culture escape. It's all about real conversations with moms who get it because we're all about thriving, not just surviving. So take a breath, grab a drink, and join us, your Bougie Mom Friends. Happy week. Happy life. We hope everyone's having an amazing week so far.
Yes. What a week.
I know that you're in the sunshine, but I'm still in winter 3. But we did get a little peak of a little warmth. Like I felt like I could go outside in a light jacket. But I am still looking forward to the sunshine at Disney and the Caribbean.
This is like the perfect weather. It's been like 70, 71, 72, sunny. You just want to like on my lunch break last week, I was waiting for someone to write me up for this. I'm sure it's coming. I laid down in the grass and I just like soaked in the warmth. I'm sure someone's going to write me up for that, but it was worth it.
No, why would someone write you up for that?
Girl.
Maybe you had low blood sugar.
Yeah.
So I want to talk to you about my new celebrity crush.
Okay.
Google him, Kiernan Culkin. My father-in-law and brother-in-law think I have the weirdest taste because I love...
Oh, Macaulay Culkin's brother.
Little brother, yep. I love little skinny weirdos like Pete Davidson, Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
Just anyone that's just goofy and eccentric. Kiernan Culkin is my cup of tea.
Yeah, he's goofy.
A Real Pain has won so many Oscars. It's directed and written by Jesse Eisenberg. And Emma Stone actually is the executive producer.
Really?
So it's like this whole like millennial, like young Hollywood turning into like professional producers and directors. It's incredible. But ultimately the basis of it, and if you like dark humor, you'll love this movie. Actually, I don't think you could not like this movie. You should watch it.
What's the movie called?
A Real Pain. And so basically Jesse wrote this, and it's about 2 cousins that are going to see where their grandmother came from. And one of the cousins is very like OCD type A. The other cousin is just Kiernan Culkin. And for whatever reason, it just tickled my fancy so much. And he's just so wildly in the moment in life and just says whatever he wants when he gives speeches. It's very like chaotic. And I just wish more people were like that, you know?
I thought it was funny what he said about his winning an Oscar, and he told his wife that, or they had an agreement if he won, they could have another kid.
It's just, I don't know. I think I just moved into a new role at work. It's more of like a consultant sales role. And for the longest time, I've been managing client services. So this is like post go live management of solutions.
Yeah.
And so as I'm like going into this new role, like you're obviously hitting clients before they come on board. So you're finding if your solution works for them. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a lot of different ways to do it. And so I told myself, like, I feel like you have different type of people in these roles. Like some people are just very type A, very like straight to the point, very serious.
Yeah.
I can't be that. Like I have to like talk through or text through memes. I have to like make a joke or make cheesy emails. I have to like make mistakes when I type. And I'm finding so far that people find it refreshing, and it's making me feel hopeful that in 2025, people can just be weird and have fun. I feel like the world is so serious.
I agree.
You know, like why can't us as adults just make it easier?
And I think, you know, it just kind of depends. Like I don't have any fun at work because the moment something happens, you get written up, you know? So it's just like a gamble, I would say, just to, you know, so I just don't. And I feel like that's just kind of what it is. And we talked about it at work. Like I was talking about it with some of the nurses. This surgeon started at the surgery center and just ridiculously nice, ridiculously appreciative. Like, I appreciate you so much. Like, you're, just above and beyond. She was like, it was sickening. Like, at first I really liked it, but then after a while I was like, can you just stop saying nice stuff? And I was like, isn't that like messed up? She's like, it is messed up because we're so used to hearing negative, nasty things that when we start hearing the good things that we're like, it makes us uncomfortable. Like, we don't know what to do.
Isn't that sad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, the world is just wild. To think that there's so many places outside of the United States that live so differently. But also, too, like, obviously the US is incredible. We have a lot of amenities. We have a lot of opportunity. But I can't think, like, to not compare to what life would be like if you don't need all of these extra things that are marketed to us. You go to Italy, they don't need all that junk. It's just slow pace. They just live life. Like, they don't need all of that stuff. And then James, we'll talk about it all the time. He's like, oh, well, you would get bored. But would I? Or would I just adapt to the culture?
And taking a 3-hour long lunch.
Seriously. And I always dream about celebrities. Like, daydream about them. Like, I'm going to transition this into Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. At the Oscars, they just seem like they're so in love and so in that honeymoon phase.
I didn't see anything.
Well, they've been at like charitable events. They're just kind of like all over the place. I think about this with like the Swift. What do they call her? Mother Swift, whatever. All of these people, like, what are you doing right now? Like, Selena Gomez, what is she doing?
All I can think about is the song. I really like their song with what's her face? Gracie Abrams. Yeah, it's very good.
Like, what do these people do? I mean, we know what Meghan Markle's doing. Have you watched her new show?
Have you watched it?
I'm turning it on tonight.
I can't give her the view.
My name's Sussex now, right?
God, that was so cringe.
So it's really interesting. I saw on a television show, people were complaining about her being unrelatable. And then there's the camp, why does she have to be relatable? Okay. And then there was an argument that like people can barely afford their rent. Here she is in her perfectly white house.
Yes.
And then the argument was also too, though, that's a trend that people are showing off their modern aesthetic, minimalist designs.
No.
And so it's like this like 2-camp trap.
No.
For whatever it is, I feel like she forces people to like her. And we've always thought this. She takes other people's ideas and then she puts them into fruition. Yeah. And like at least we got a couple episodes coming from this one. It's been 17 years and $30 million.
It was renewed already.
I mean, I like hosting, so I might I love watching people I can't stand. You know this about me.
I do. I don't share in that sentiment.
I will show up to your webinar. I will listen to your conference. If I don't like you and you are a celebrity, I will listen to you.
I can't back that.
Because I just have to know. I'm just so curious. Like, what is it about them that gets people invested?
I won't watch it, but I've heard that she makes her own honey. One of my girlfriends told me. And she said it's just very detached, like all of us are struggling. It's just not a great place to live in. And she's living the life that I want to live in. I want to live in a multi-million-dollar mansion. It's not even our house, but on the ocean in California where I can open up my window and like a bird can fly in and I can just smell the breeze and not smell like tissue burning at 7 a.m. Like, I would love that to be my life. I would love to go outside and harvest my own fucking honey and make a delicious cheesecake from scratch at 11 a.m. on a Tuesday because I can do that because I'm rich out my ass and I could change my last name to Sussex because I can. I mean, she won the ultimate like prize. And then did you see her go on Drew Barrymore's show?
Yes.
And that was cringe to me as well. And she's just like, oh my God, he's just so perfect. And the kids say funny things in British, like zebra. And that was like I was like, okay, like, did you watch Peppa Pig? Like, that was her only example. I'm like, you live with this children and zebra is the only one you got. I can think of more examples. My kid watches Peppa Pig. Like, girl, no.
Yeah. She's obviously going on. The only thing that always will forever confuse me is she said that she didn't want to be in the spotlight and since has been chasing away to be accepted in the spotlight.
Because she wants money.
I just want to know if it's successful.
People dislike her so much that people will watch it, obviously, because it got renewed for season 2. Yeah. So, you know.
Well, I mean, did it get renewed for season 2 because people are chomping at the bit to get the next episode? Or is it renewed for season 2 because they've given so much money to these people that they're like, we are sucking this out of you.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, we are going to film you. I didn't realize she was going to have celebrities, but, you know, I haven't looked too much. Obviously, there was like Mindy, and I'm sure there's some others. She's friends with Serena Williams, but I'm really interested to see like what celebrities come through the door.
You'll have to fill us in. I won't be watching.
I will fill you in.
Speaking of Netflix shows, I watched the weddings of Love is Blind.
Yes.
All of them. So the one that I told you, the one couple that I said I really liked, they're the only couple that got married.
Which one was that again?
Taylor and Daniel.
Oh, yeah.
She was like the nurse. They were the only ones. And I knew it because like their family was genuine. They like had their backs. And I really feel like that really, really matters. Like a lot of these couples that said no, like one of them, she like really liked the guy, but like her sister's a lesbian and he's really religious. And, you know, she asked him like about Black Lives Matter. And he was just very like, I haven't really thought about that.
Oh yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah. But my problem with the whole thing is that happened in the pods. This guy across the, you know, like, why would you get engaged to him, you know? And then she goes to the altar and is like, no, this is never going to work. I'm like, but you knew it the whole time. Why are you telling this man you're so in love with him, that he's perfect? Like she's defending him in front of her sister who's a lesbian, and the lesbian and her wife is like, oh no, like he's not for you, like I can tell, blah blah. And she's defending him in front. Why are you doing all this shit when you go to the get married and you're like, nah, knew he wasn't for me, you know? I'm just like, what? I feel like there's a special kind of psycho you have to be, because like in these episodes you're like, oh my god, I just want our wedding to be perfect, like I just want it to be a reflection of us, and you knew you're gonna say no the whole fucking time. Like I know it's a contract, but like I don't know.
It's
like
weird.
You just start pulling away. Like why do all that? Why put it on the wedding dress? Why like make your family go film? Why like put on the facade? Like it just seemed very strange to me.
You got to be a certain type of mental to go on these shows. Did you see the conspiracy about Love is Blind and how they're casting?
No.
I always get really intrigued by this, but actors that look like other actors. And now it's starting to come over to the reality TV era. Like, let's look at Zooey Deschanel and Katy Perry. You know, there's just always a lot of people that look alike.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like Millie Bobby Brown, I think, looks a lot like Kate Beckinsale. It seems like, I don't know, is it like a certain look that clicks? Or is it because those people happen to be famous? Anything that might be likewise could be marketed. But They're saying that Taylor Hagg resembles Kate Hudson, that Meg on Love is Blind resembles Jenny Garth, that Sarah has similarities to Hope Solo, and Ashley Sutton appears like Leighton Meester. So there's like all these comparisons that are like, is that why these people are found attractive or why they get on the show?
Yeah.
Do you like, I could maybe get on the show if there was like a Vanessa Carlton fan club or maybe like a Michelle Branch. I got chased out of a concert once when I was younger because people thought I was Vanessa Carlton.
Yeah. Now that you bring it up.
Yeah. In my younger days when I had long hair, I was sitting, I forget what it was like is it Yellow Card? It was like a punk concert and it was a big one. And I'm sitting because I'm lazy and I didn't want to be there near the TV. And I was just sitting on this stool and then people started to hoard me. And then as I was leaving, I was getting like hoarded. Like people really thought I was Vanessa Carlton. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so popular.
You should have milked that. You could have been you could have did performances and you sang and stuff.
I wasn't singing at that point. I was younger.
Oh, you weren't?
But yeah, it's just interesting to think that if you look like a celebrity, you might just land something big just because you look like someone that's already famous. I don't know. I thought it was weird.
People said I look a lot like, did you ever watch the show Bones?
Is that the forensic show?
Yeah. Google it. There's like this woman, I think she's like half Asian or something. I worked in the pharmacy my freshman year in college this summer. And I would work.
Yeah. And Angela Montegrio.
Yeah. And I would work the window. And people would be like, you look like the woman from Bones. Like I would hear it literally every day. And I'm like, what are you people talking about? I never watched that show.
You look so much like her.
Okay. So speaking of like really interesting things. So I saw this post on Reddit. And this man was talking about how his parents do not help with the grandchildren, his children, how they barely text about them, how they might phone call them once a month, very, very sparing interactions. And they said that they want nothing to do with helping to raise them, like childcare, any of that, because they said they're retired. They already did all that. And, they're trying to live their life. And so he said it's very hypocritical because he specifically remembers growing up that his grandparents, so like, his parents, his grandparents would take him to school, pick him up every Friday. Every single Friday, he spent the night at his grandparents' house to give his parents a night off every week. And he's like, the audacity of them, and times are so hard now. And now, the moms are working. A lot of us are working moms. It's not like, stay at home moms.
I know.
And so what is it? And then, everyone was chiming in. They're like, yeah, my parents, refused. And so then there was therapists who chime in and they said that it's breaking millennials because we can't like physically do it all. We can't we need help. Like it's not just we are whining.
I feel this.
It's like, mentally it takes a village. And I don't know why this generation, our parents feel like they can just check out now. Like they did their due and they're done. Like, what is it? Why are we becoming so selfish as a society? Like we're becoming more like detached, more about me, myself, and I, and where's the value in helping someone flourish and grow and watching your grandkids grow up? Like what's going on? Like,
yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. I mean, for us personally, like, I would say Lakin sees the grandparents a lot, but I will say I'm the one that initiates that.
Okay.
Because I always was so close with my grandparents and I would go up north and spend the weekends with them, so on and so forth. My grandpa was my best friend. I dream about him daily. We talked every single day. And I felt like my grandparents were a second set of parents. I definitely feel now that I'm a parent, I'm the person in the relationship trying to ensure that Lakin sees his grandparents on a periodic basis. Now,
right.
I also think proximity plays key.
Okay.
Because if you're close, then it's a lot easier. But I do think that it's different in the sense of, I feel like in our parents' generation, their parents were kind of by default the person to babysit or the person to take care. I personally, it might just be me, feel like I'm a pest if I ask for that type of help. Or maybe I should just assume to find a babysitter that wants $20 an hour. Maybe I don't want to pay someone a down payment on a Honda Civic to go see a movie or to go get dinner. And so I do feel it. And I see it a lot through friends where grandparents aren't as like, come over, spend the night, spend the weekend with us. One thing that's troubling for us is Lakin co-sleeps and nobody wants to take him overnight. Even though you could just lay down with him, fall asleep, and leave. But then I thought about my grandma and I'm like, I would go to my grandparents' house for the weekend and make my grandma sleep with me. She would be in bed with me. And she never had a problem with it. So yeah, I think it's different.
I have a friend who, like, her parents, they moved from Georgia to come down. And so she was on her own. So the kid was in daycare. This baby has been sick. Like every month he's had something. He's had foot and mouth disease twice. He got hospitalized last month with pneumonia. He had norovirus like 2 months ago. Like literally every month the kid has something. And so now the mom's here, the dad, they're retired. They have nothing going on. They live in the same neighborhood, but specifically told her, we will not be full-time childcare. Like, I think that's wild to me. Like, knowing like how bad he's doing and he's like sick all the time, and he actually gave them all the stomach virus and gave it to her. And her response was like, I was done, I'm done raising children. I was done with this phase, like, and I just, I think that goes back to like being selfish as a culture.
I would love to hear people's experience on this, like, do your parents like really lean into the grandparent, or are they more just holidays, special events, pop in, pop out type of situation? I put like in front of the grandparents all the time. I make sure to FaceTime them almost every day. We call almost every day. But no, it's me doing the work. But he has great grandparents. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with either side of the grandparents. They are very engaged. But I put in the work. And I don't know. I guess if I didn't put in the work, I'd have to see. Maybe I'll test that out.
That's a good point. And then when they get used to it, though, they're going to be like, why isn't she calling me? Like, what's going on?
Oh, I mean, even this week, people are like,
where have you been? Yeah.
Where have you been? And I'm like, I'm applying my brain.
Yeah. I think it's a really big issue. I know that Jay and I have talked about it. And if we're able to help, we will, like, if we can watch Kalina's kids, if she ever decides to do that, we totally will. Like, it's been a total blessing. I know that I'm very blessed. I speak from a biased side. My mom watches Kalina every day. So
like, you'd want that. Yeah. Like Lakin, he's going to be starting a normal school and he's going to be only half day, and we're going to have to find childcare. And there's no way, I don't think either side would like come over every day to like help, which I don't know if that's good or bad. I guess I never thought about it, but that'd be a good pool. Like, if you have parents that are retired, should they be the ones to come help,
or at least offer,
or split, or is there a radius around your home in which it becomes a barrier? Like, what are your thoughts on that? I'd be interested to hear, because it's true. Like, I'm paying for a private school, and then on top of that, I'm going to have to pay basically more than I would for a daycare to have a nanny. And that's a lot of financial pressure.
Yeah, strain. Yeah.
And
when they're just hanging out, not doing anying, they can't.
Yeah, or taking a nap.
Yeah. They can't hang out for a couple days, couple hours, twice a week.
Yeah. Now that you got me, I'm like, what do you mean you're not going to come over every single day? And help. I'm going to think about this.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Tell us what you think. I think that we're heading into Q2. That's how I look at my year. I look at them in quarters. I feel like I've been so caught up in the chaos of holidays, going straight into the busy season at work. Now I'm starting a new role.
Yep.
I have not started to think about spring and what my intentions are for the spring. So I guess tip from me is I myself will be doing the same thing, is take some time, get a pen, get a paper. Like, what are my goals coming up for the next few months? Do you do goals for every quarter? Like,
no, I do. No, not every quarter. But, I told you, like, beginning of the year, I had some goals. So I just kind of stick with those.
Yeah. Like throughout the year. Yeah. I like, maybe because of the seasons that changes more for me over here in Michigan.
Yeah.
That I feel like I have to do a reset, because we really do go from winter to spring to summer to fall to winter. and the weather and the environment changes the mentality. But I feel like I've been in a brain fog. I feel like a lot of people are just kind of blah this year.
I told you 2025 is just not it. It's just been
It's been a lot. And I just feel really drained. I will agree.
Mm-hmm.
Being a working parent or two working parents, having one or more.
Yeah.
And then everything that comes with it. And then now kids nowadays do so much shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I just remember going and playing outside. I don't remember all of these activities. And it's just a lot.
Jay really and I we've had the discussion. I was like, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep going to work every single day. Like, obviously I will go to work, but I was like, but we got to figure this out. Like, I got to cut back.
Yeah. Did you have a stay-at-home mom growing up?
I did.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like, we're going to talk about this next week. This is going to be the topic for next week because I also had a stay-at-home mom and I'm feeling a lot of resentment.
Yeah.
That I am not one right now.
Yeah.
So next week, everyone, do you feel like you want to be a stay-at-home mom? We're going to talk about it.
We'll get into it.
Well, you guys have a wonderful week. We will catch up next week. We're going to talk about Psalms and we're going to go over our vacation.
Yay.
But yeah, stay tuned.